this clip. And it's funny, it's like he's like punching down, like, bro, if you were standing next to me, you'd be like yay high. Like you are like a short, like pudgy, stubby dude. It is what it is. But if we were standing side, like you would not be looking down, beloved. Like if we were standing side by side, you'd be like right here. You're like 5'3". So you gotta chill. Emboldened in our community, these men, these I'm the prize men, these hypergamous men, these men who want to like have conversations about like the content of their wallet, and I don't get it, brother. So I'm just going to start by saying, Anton, your energy is very much the same. Like you keep bringing up your wallet, and you know that's the same thing that DJ Academics does every time he gets into a conversation. And the shit, like it does. Somebody in the chat said it's giving pure beta male energy, and it does.
Beta.
It does. Somebody said a 5'8", 300-pound prize.
300-pound prize.
You understand what I'm saying? So I think that and having this conversation with you, fam, I'm gonna drop the link and you can pull up if you watch from the cloud. Said Anton is insecure. I think that insecurity definitely, I think it comes through pretty frequently. Right, but I do want to, you dropped this video earlier today and you said how to deal with envy and jealousy. Always punch up and never down. That's what you wrote, brother. That's what you wrote, not me. And my response to that is, I wanted to kind of forewarn the people about the danger of algorithm-based character development. What do I mean by that? When you position yourself as the paragon of good moral character, you got these Christian values, these Christian ethics, and you're in this space, right? You said that you do content 80 hours a week or whatever. So you talk consistently. Eventually you're going to stumble over your words, especially when your words are driven by what the algorithm demands. So if the algorithm demands for you to be this Christian, moral, upstanding guy, you'll give them that. If the algorithm demands for you to punch up, you'll punch up. If it demands for you to punch down, you'll punch down, right? Because your character, my brother, is driven by what's going to get you views, likes, subscribers, and so on this platform. You have algorithm-based character development. And I can prove it. I want y'all to look at this title here. He says, always punch up, never down. Now, this is the wisdom of Anton Dollars over Dignity Daniels. But y'all recall when I did the series, the Souls of Black Folk, I had an episode in there called The Hypergamous Manhood of High Value Men. And I talked about them not having consistent character or a consistent set of principles to stand on, because money is what drives their consciousness. Money is what dictates their character, right? These are men who are more concerned with the content of their wallet than the content of their character. That's why I call you Anton Dollars over Dignity Daniels. And you prove it out over and over and over and over again. You are a hypocrite, right? I want to play this clip right here. Let me share this clip because I want the family to hear what you're saying now, and then I'm going to show them what you said then. Because like I said, because your character is algorithm driven or algorithm based, it goes wherever the audience goes. If the audience is here, so are you, right? You're a Christian one week, you're a pimp the next. You understand what I'm saying? Like you are this paragon of peace one week, you are ready to stomp a woman out on her titties the next. Like, which one is it? It's wherever the audience goes. Brother, you've been captured by your audience.
Understand that this is going to happen to you. If you get any level of success, which we all know that, it's almost like being a rapper. Like you have a very slim shot of being successful. And even if you are, you have a very slim chance of making money if you're not doing it the right way, right? But I do like to watch some of the videos that people do of me. And I look for a pattern sometimes from some of the creators that do the videos because the pattern in most instances is not one of objectivity. The pattern is one of jealousy. And so, as usual, this year they here, next year they not, who knows, or they might just fall off because they know that they broke as fuck. But the thing that inspires me to reach out to you today, my audience, is ask yourself this. If people,
I'm going to tell you what inspired him to reach out to y'all today. He's reaching out because his ego is hurt, right? He's reaching out because last night, everybody and their mama pulled up for that discussion with myself and my brother, Mumia Obsidian Ali. No Anton was here, or he was watching from the clouds. And in that discussion, I said continuously, I referred to you as dollars over dignity Daniels. So that was on your mind this morning because your ego is hurt and you're very insecure. Right? So you hide that insecurity, my brother, behind your wallet. Okay, that's something that you continue to lead with. Everybody knows what false bravado and false confidence looks like, right? And women can sniff that shit out like motherfucking a shark smells blood and water. Like, you can call men as many simps as you want to call them. You can talk about, the way in which, you rule over your house with an iron fist. You could talk all, but people can smell and see through the false bravado. We can see false confidence. Anytime you're in a conversation, beloved, and you start talking about, y'all just mad at me because I got money. Like, bro, like right away. Come on, my God. Let me finish playing this clip. And it's funny, it's like he's like punching down. Like, bro, if you were standing next to me, you'd be like yay high. Like you are like a short, like pudgy, stubby dude. It is what it is. But if we were standing side, like you would not be looking down, beloved. Like if we were standing side by side, you'd be like right here. 5'3". So you gotta chill. You really do gotta chill. Let me play this clip. Hold on.
don't necessarily like you so much, then why do they absorb so much of your content? Why do they then start to talk like you? Why?
Again, you playing a victim, beloved. I don't absorb your content. And I'm also not egotistical to believe that everything that you're saying here is in response to me. You could be because you didn't say any names. I know a part in here I know is definitely to me, and I'm going to point it out. But the only reason you even got brought up from me is because our good friend, O'Shea Duke Jackson, shared a video where you were being hella disrespectful to the Minister Louis Farrakhan. I did a response to that. I thought that your commentary was in poor taste.
Some of the strategies, tactics, and even financial advice that you give them. I am very petty. I pay attention to, I write the list down. And it's funny because I punch up, I don't punch down. So I understand them punching up to me. And if I ever decide that I wanted to, I could
just make it clear. I want y'all to write that down. He punches up. He doesn't punch down. So this is his sagely advice for today, because this is where he's at in the algorithm today. Today he punches up. He doesn't punch down. All right. I'm gonna play the rest of this, and I'm gonna show you another clip of him saying the exact opposite. All right, here we go.
Could squash them like an ant, but they actually doing me a favor by doing review videos of me because it keeps my name in the algorithm. So I'm very appreciative. And why would I ever want to squash a colony of ants that continues to do my bidding? But they do it out of jealousy. And so I want you guys to make sure that you understand when somebody says something like you doing it for the money. Or
here we go right here. I want y'all to pay attention. Because if you go to my community tab, you'll see maybe like last week, I added him and referred him to Anton Dollars Over Dignity Daniels, and I questioned his character. So he's responding to me right now where he says, when somebody says something like this, listen, it has nothing to do with jealousy, beloved. I don't know you.
Listen, I'm going to be real. Are y'all familiar with the Lapeef Let's Talk show and what we do on Lapeef Let's Talk? Honestly, are y'all familiar with it? Real talk. I be wringing their necks on there. I be kicking butt and taking names.
Remember what Dr. Francis Wilson said about cooperative submission, right? So-called deference. This is a man explaining how he has no pride and no principles, and he is more than willing to offer another man cooperative submission if that other man can benefit him in some way, especially materially or economically. Forget if that man is a man of character. No, that man is a man of power. He has money. He's won. He's the winner. He's the biggest guy in the space. So I have no problem tucking my nuts when he comes around. This is what hypergamous manhood looks like.
On a regular basis, but when Kev show up, I shut the piss up. I extend a greater level of courtesy, not only because he's an elder, but also because he's the biggest dude in the room. He's the winner. It's time. Your platform, my platform.
They all operate on the same principles. He's the winner. He's won. So I give deference. I give a greater level of courtesy. I offer my cooperative submission. I show my hypergamous manhood when a stronger man comes around or a man who's more successful. Listen, these type of cowards have been bred for a reason, and right now the community is overrun with them. Everybody's trying to get to the bag, and everybody's willing to sell their principles and sell their ass to get it. And that's what it looks like. So I already told y'all, when we doing this race, manhood, and power situation, it's about showing a different type of manhood, a manhood that's rooted in principles, a manhood that's rooted in character and responsibility, not this stuff. Ladies, don't sell yourself short. You know, don't offer your cooperation or cut pieces of your humanity away in order to serve this. I still stand on everything I said there. Why? Because it's built on concrete. I stood on it then, I stand on it now. Everything that I said, every single word of it. But okay, let me get back to the clip, right? Because this is where he's saying you don't war with people in the same class of you. Pay attention right here. Because remember today, he's saying punch down. Today he's saying you punch up, you don't punch down. But he had a different tune when it was more convenient for him to have a different tune. Here it go right here.
Ever. You punch down, you don't punch up. It's so.
I'll repeat, don't go to war with people in the same class as you or people that are above you. Punch down, not up. Punch at the black woman. When we having a conversation about what's happening in the black community, it's the black woman. Forget the white supremacist elephant in the room. Punch down. Don't even fight somebody on your same level, your same weight class. Punch down. This is hypergamous manhood. When we're talking about the hypergamous manhood of high value men. Y'all heard it for yourself, right? Today, he's saying you punch up, you don't punch down. And last year he's saying you punch down, you don't punch up. He's saying the complete opposite. Right? If that's not what elastic principles look like, I don't know what to tell you. But I'm just saying, bro, if you're going to refer to me, you're going to have to be consistent. You're going to have to be consistent. So today, right, because you felt some kind of way, because I referred to you as Anton Dollars Over Dignity Daniels, your move today is punch up, don't punch down. But last year, the same time, your conversation was you punch down, don't punch up or at the same level. So which one is it? That's what I'm talking about by like the inconsistency. So